talking about the differences that the agrarian reform made for coffee farmers in northern Nicaragua and also the situation that they're faced with today. First, I'm going to talk about the latifundio system. The latifundio system has existed in Nicaragua since colonial times, and a latifundio is basically a large agricultural property with a wealthy landowner who has peasants working for him on the farm, and they're usually subject to less than great conditions. Hand in hand with the latifundio system in Nicaragua was the oligarchy system, which is where you have few people controlling the economy and ruling the country. And this fostered exploitation of the peasants on the latifundios and also by foreign companies. And this would later on lead to the Somoza dictatorship. Augusto Sandino was the son of a wealthy coffee farmer, and he saw the injustice and the exploitation. It was something that he didn't like, and he started a guerrilla force in 1927 and took out guerrilla actions against the U.S. Marines who were in the country during the Nicaraguan Civil War, and also against U.S. companies that were displacing and exploiting peasants in the countryside. They became known as Sandinistas, and the spark that he started would lead to the formation of the Sandinista National Liberation Front. The Sandinista National Liberation Front was a political group representing the peasants of Nicaragua, more or less. In 1978, the rural, middle, and upper class possessed 85% of the agricultural land, even though they were only about 4.5% of the population. So this unequal distribution of the land was something that the peasants were tired of, and they wanted to change. At the same time, the Somoza dictatorship was going on. It was a dictatorship that lasted 40 years, and the Somoza family ruled with corruption, torture, assassinations, and bribery. The family completely controlled the armed forces, as well as 1/5 of the agricultural land in the country and 1/4 of the industrial sector. This eventually led to the resistance, which turned into the popular led by the Sandinistas. Hatred had dictatorship. 1,000 people died in the act that was done. The infrastructure economy. The economy was based on had very low his benefit. This left Sandinista no help. So this is problem the Sandinistas and they farmed and properties, Somoza, and the people who were opposed to it. During this time, Artistas, the United the administration, known as the Revolutionary Force, was known as Grace, implementing the well as the titles. 1,000 families received peasant to chance option with these with and just be actually create an organization problem different, not focusing on the civic region of Nicaragua. They pearl north as basically the coffee farm region. So, Corona, La Pita, Mrs. Valpa there. The score is the Corona was given and processing mill and but unfortunately, when the people who worked for it did that, owners not them to the pitch so they can just eke out, and it's a real platform. Same process to their cooperative. Was the community of La Corona of didn't produce hacienda. Hacienda is more around that have had some. Unfortunately, the and possibly night the credit farmers for them to work and keep their farm warm. Most of the hacienda on the offhand are just storing. They're not cool. All the money they spend day not very well. Not working on the whole lives where they and after off of the cover it can be no bank fair trademark. Government build their house. First, the top people were just very happy to have a piece of land where grow they're protected with identity. They see the family actually would because have more is meant to have people and like they go through the same money, same water, use pay. Happy who same fact that cities understand somehow. I remember work and politics. The masses of the board for past into water. In my eyes, that more is if reporting that. See then should join in with the news of the times that we can conclude.